Marcus Aurelius, How to Build Self-Discipline. If you desire to build self-discipline, you would do well to listen to the words of Marcus Aurelius. Few historical figures exemplify it better than him. He was the emperor of Rome from 161 to 180 AD, and is considered as last of the 5 good emperors. During his rule, Aurelius found the time to construct a series of autobiographical writings, now known as the Meditations. In these writings, the Roman emperor offered a number of key insights on how to build self-discipline. Here are 10 of the most important of those insights for self-discipline from the writings of Marcus Aurelius. 1. Discover your specific purpose. At the core of his teachings lies the belief that true self-discipline begins with a deep understanding of one's purpose in life. In his words, "I have to go to work." As a human being, he encapsulates the essence of this foundational principle. Consider your life's purpose as the North Star guiding your journey. Just as each star in the sky has its distinct place and purpose, so does every individual. Recognizing your unique purpose is akin to identifying your North Star. It provides direction and purpose to your existence. Just as sailors navigated vast oceans using the North Star as their guide, understanding your purpose empowers you to navigate the complexities of life with clarity. For example, say you have a flat tire and need to change it. Your purpose is clear: change the tire as quickly as possible so you can get on your way. You are going to do that task no matter how tired you feel. The biggest source of self-discipline is to have a reason to do the task. Imagine your life as a puzzle and your purpose as the missing piece that completes the picture. Just as no 2 puzzle pieces are alike, no 2 individuals share the exact same purpose. Recognizing your unique purpose is akin to finding that missing puzzle piece. It's about understanding what makes you distinct, what drives you, and what gives your life meaning. Once you've found that missing puzzle piece, it's as if you've unlocked a wellspring of motivation within yourself. Consider this example. Imagine you're an aspiring writer, and your purpose in life is to inspire and uplift others through your words. Every day, you wake up with a drive to fulfill this purpose, knowing that your words have the power to make a difference in people's lives. When faced with writer's block or the temptation to procrastinate, your purpose acts as a powerful motivator. It reminds you that your writing is not just a task, but a meaningful mission aligned with your life's purpose. This inner fire keeps you disciplined and committed to your craft. Building on our example, let's say your overarching purpose is to inspire through writing. To translate this purpose into self-discipline, you set specific goals that align with it. Your daily writing routine, the completion of a novel, or the publication of an inspiring blog post are all tangible goals tied to your purpose. These goals become more than mere tasks. They become stepping stones toward fulfilling your life's mission. For instance, when faced with the task of writing a challenging chapter, you can remind yourself that doing so brings you closer to inspiring others, aligning the task with your purpose. This alignment makes the path to self-discipline clearer and more compelling. 2. Rely on yourself. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of self-reliance in the pursuit of self-discipline. He advises, turn your desire to stone, quench your appetites, keep your mind centered on itself. Once you have established a clear purpose, the next step is to construct a practical action plan to propel you toward your goal. It's not enough to merely commit to your objectives. You must also dedicate yourself to the smaller, incremental actions required along the way. Full commitment is essential, regardless of the obstacles that may arise. Self-discipline, as defined by Aurelius, involves the capacity to take action, irrespective of your physical, mental, or emotional state. Everything you aspire to achieve in life, whether it pertains to your possessions, character, or accomplishments, hinges on your ability to motivate yourself to undertake the necessary steps toward your objectives, even when motivation is lacking. A strategic approach begins with crafting a comprehensive action plan that includes a set deadline for reaching your goal. This plan should be built upon the framework of mini milestones, breaking down your larger goal into manageable, bite-sized portions and allocating specific time blocks for their attainment. By adopting this tactic, you assume control over your tasks and projects, avoiding the pitfall of becoming overwhelmed. Overwhelm can swiftly lead to procrastination, and procrastination, in turn, can result in stagnation. Ultimately, where stagnation prevails, self-discipline cannot flourish. Imagine you're passionate about learning to play a musical instrument, such as the guitar. Instant gratification approach. You decide to start practicing, but you encounter challenges early on. You struggle with basic chords and find it frustrating. The instant gratification approach might involve quitting when faced with difficulties, thinking, "This is too hard, I'm not enjoying it right away. I'm not as good as I thought I'd be after a few days of practice. I'll just watch TV instead, it's more fun." Delayed gratification approach. On the other hand, practicing delayed gratification involves a different mindset. You acknowledge that learning a new skill takes time and effort. You set long-term goals, such as being able to play a favorite song perfectly. You break down your practice into daily routines, focusing on gradual improvement. Despite initial frustrations, you remind yourself of the long-term rewards, like the satisfaction of mastering the instrument and playing your favorite songs. By embracing delayed gratification, you commit to the journey of skill acquisition, even when immediate rewards are scarce. You persistently practice, gradually improving your skills, and eventually you achieve your long-term goal of playing songs proficiently. This practice not only helps you develop discipline, but also allows you to enjoy the sense of accomplishment that comes from persevering through challenges. 3. Show up every day. Marcus Aurelius says you must build up your life action by action and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible, and no one can keep you from this. Even after having a solid purpose and a practical plan, 95% of us fail to achieve our goals. We fail because we fail to be consistent. We need to show up every day and put in the work. The simple act of showing up and immersing yourself in your craft does wonders for mental endurance. You build focus and come to terms with the arduous process that it takes to achieve anything great. You have to put in countless hours of work before you reap any of the benefit. Self-discipline is nothing more but the habit of consistency, finding the motivation to do something again and again until you do it on autopilot and start seeing results. So even if you fail once, for example, if you didn't exercise when you know you should have, this doesn't define your character. Your ability to keep going is what molds you into a disciplined and strong person. A bad day doesn't have to become a bad week. A bad week doesn't have to become a bad year. The moment you wake up, remember that the new day is a new life and move forward by opening your eyes and focusing on what's in front of you, which is life itself. 4. Practice voluntary hardship. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, we should discipline ourselves in small things, and from there progress to things of greater value. If you have a headache, practice not cursing. Don't curse every time you have an earache. And I'm not saying that you can't complain, only don't complain with your whole being. Voluntary hardship is one of the ways we can build our self-discipline. Voluntary hardship means constantly testing ourselves, and by making life routinely uncomfortable in some way, we are hardening ourselves for the day we may need to live it for real. A voluntary hardship might be skipping a meal and going hungry for a night, having a cold shower, not smoking, sleeping on the floor, leaving your jacket at home when you know it's cold and raining out, or donating half of your clothes to charity. You could choose to go without social media for a few days or throw your smartphone in the drawer. Do it often enough, and will you begin to understand what scarcity and hardship feels like, and that you can live with both if needed. 5. Practice dichotomy of control. Marcus Aurelius says you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength being distressed. Being bothered by small things instantly is terrible for discipline. You have a goal, you're working, and then thoughts and distress about something external, meaning it's out of your control, derails you. The best thing you can do in these circumstances is to apply Epictetus' dichotomy of control. Reinforce to yourself what is within your control and what is out of your control. If you embrace what's out of your control and accept it, you will experience tranquility. Refer to the following wording next time you're distressed and distracted. Do you have a problem in your life? No. Then don't worry. Yes. Can you do something about it? Yes. Then don't worry. Imagine you are preparing for an important job interview and you've thoroughly researched the company, practiced your responses, and dressed professionally. However, on the day of the interview, you encounter an unexpected traffic jam. As a result, you're running late and anxiety starts to set in. In this scenario, what you can control? Your preparation. You can control how well you've prepared for the interview, including researching the company and rehearsing your answers to potential questions. Your appearance. You can control how you present yourself, such as dressing professionally and being well-groomed. Your response. You can control how you react to the traffic situation and whether you try to find alternative routes or contact the interviewer to inform them of your delay. What you cannot control. The traffic jam. You cannot control external factors like traffic conditions, accidents, or road closures. By applying the dichotomy of control, you acknowledge that the traffic jam is beyond your control, and getting upset or anxious about it won't change the situation. Instead, you choose to focus your energy and attention on what you can control. You might call the interviewer to inform them of the delay, explore alternative routes if possible, and mentally prepare yourself to stay composed despite the circumstances. In doing so, you maintain your self-discipline by not letting external events derail your mindset and performance during the interview. This example illustrates how understanding and applying the dichotomy of control can lead to better self-discipline and resilience in the face of unexpected challenges. 6. Never play the victim. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, do your job. Without whining have you said any of these. I was just born this way. I never learned anything different. My parents set a terrible example. Everyone else does it. What are these? Excuses that people use to justify staying as they are instead of striving to become better. You need to assume responsibility. The why me mentality is an enemy to mental toughness. You might not be at fault, but your life depends on you determining what's within your control and taking those things into your own hands. You must train yourself to frame these things this way instead of immediately resorting to self-pity. It's certainly easier to pawn off blame on others when something goes wrong, but only those with a degree of mental fortitude are able to step up, even when it's not their fault, and right the ship. For instance, you're working on a challenging project at your job. The project is behind schedule and there have been several setbacks, including team members not meeting their deadlines and unexpected technical issues. You start feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. Playing the victim. In this scenario, adopting a victim mentality might involve saying things like, "It's not my fault this project is delayed. My team members are slacking off. I can't do anything about these technical issues. It's out of my control. Why does this always happen to me? It's unfair." Taking responsibility. Instead of playing the victim, you choose to take responsibility for the situation. You acknowledge that while some factors may be beyond your control, you still have influence over certain aspects of the project. You decide to communicate more effectively with your team, addressing the issues and finding solutions together. You take ownership of your role in the project, ensuring that you meet your own deadlines and contribute to getting things back on track. Rather than dwelling on setbacks, you focus on finding creative solutions to the technical issues. Be that person who steps in to take action, not the one who looks the other way and casts blame. When you victimize yourself or your current position, you relinquish control and absolve yourself of personal responsibility. And without a sense of ownership, meaningful progress becomes an impossible task. 7. Practice delayed gratification. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "So you were born to feel nice, instead of doing things and experiencing them? Don't you see the plants, the birds, the ants and spiders and bees going about their individual tasks, putting the world in order as best they can, and you're not willing to do yours? Job, as a human being, why aren't you running to do what your nature demands? Delayed gratification involves the ability to wait to get what you want. Imagine a company Christmas party when you encounter platters of delicious and tempting foods when you are trying to lose weight. If you give in and fill up your plate with fattening goodies, it might derail your diet, but you will get to enjoy a bit of instant gratification. If you manage to resist and spend the evening eating salad and munching on carrot sticks, then you will presumably receive an even greater reward down the line, shedding those unwanted pounds and being able to fit into your favorite pair of skinny jeans. This ability to resist temptation and stick to our goals is often referred to as self-discipline, and delaying gratification is often seen as a central part of this behavior. We put off what we want now so that we can perhaps get something else, something better, later on. By embracing delayed gratification, you commit to the journey of skill acquisition, even when immediate rewards are scarce. You persistently practice, gradually improving your skills, and eventually you achieve your long-term goal of playing songs proficiently. This practice not only helps you develop discipline, but also allows you to enjoy the sense of accomplishment that comes from persevering through challenges. 8. Ignore naysayers. Marcus Aurelius says, "When another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you." Whenever you step out from the norm and declare, even if only to yourself, that you believe that you have a special purpose in life and that you are going to do whatever it takes to achieve it, you will attract naysayers. Naysayers are the people who criticize, objects to or oppose something. They might love you, but they are afraid of progress, so they are against everything, and their opinions are just terrible for your self-discipline. You need to realize that allowing yourself to be upset by the opinion of someone you don't know or don't respect is as foolish as getting upset about the weather. It's a waste of energy. Their voice does not deserve to be heard. Don't hand over your peace of mind to outsiders to disrupt as they please. You should actively seek honest feedback from those you respect. But if someone just has a history of being a naysayer, ignore them. Imagine you have a deep passion for art and you aspire to become a professional artist. You've been working tirelessly on your craft, producing beautiful and unique pieces. However, when you share your career aspirations with friends or family, some respond with skepticism and negativity. Being an artist is impractical. You won't make a stable income. You should pursue a more traditional career for financial security. Most artists struggle their whole lives and never make it. Ignoring naysayers' approach, you will respond differently. You recognize that not everyone will understand or support your unique path. You have a strong belief in your passion and talent as an artist. You surround yourself with supportive individuals who believe in your vision. Instead of letting naysayers discourage you, their skepticism fuels your determination to prove them wrong. By ignoring the negativity and focusing on your passion, you continue to create art, promote your work, and pursue opportunities in the art world. Over time, your dedication pays off, and you begin to gain recognition, sell your artwork, and establish a fulfilling career as a professional artist. This approach aligns with Marcus Aurelius' wisdom in not letting external opinions or criticisms dictate your path. It's about staying true to your purpose and having the resilience to persevere even when others doubt you. In the end, your success and happiness are determined by your commitment to your goals, not by the doubts of naysayers. 9. Find wise people to emulate. Marcus Aurelius says it will even do to socialize with men of good character in order to model your life on theirs. Whether you choose someone living or someone from the past, it's time now to look outward for answers to help strengthen your self-discipline. Specifically, let's identify role models. Your role models could be your friends, family, colleagues who have already achieved the goal you are working towards. Ask yourself, who is doing this right now? Who has successfully achieved this goal? Who has successfully mastered this habit? Who has successfully made this change? Who has the necessary self-discipline in this area? What can I learn from this person that can help me along my journey? Take time to ask these people how they discipline themselves. Ask them how they followed through with specific actions that got them their desired outcome. Then use their experience to help you discipline yourself along your own personal journey. Suppose you are determined to learn the Chinese language. You recognize that this is a challenging task, but you are committed to mastering it. To increase your chances of success, you decide to seek guidance from wise individuals who have already achieved fluency in Chinese. They can be language teachers. You identify experienced language teachers who specialize in teaching Chinese. These educators have a wealth of knowledge about language acquisition and can provide structured lessons and resources to aid your learning. Bilingual friends or colleagues. You have friends or colleagues who are bilingual and fluent in Chinese. They can serve as valuable mentors, offering practical advice, language practice opportunities, and cultural insight. Successful language learners. You research and connect with people who have successfully learned Chinese as a second language. Their experiences, strategies, and tips can be immensely beneficial in your journey. Language learning communities. You join online or local language learning communities where enthusiasts share their progress, resources, and support. These communities connect you with like-minded individuals and wise contributors. Then, you actively engage with these wise individuals and resources to emulate their approaches to learning Chinese. This may involve in some following activities: attending language classes led by experienced teachers, practicing regularly with bilingual friends or colleagues, seeking advice from successful learners and implementing their study technique, participating in language exchange programs or online forums, reading books and articles recommended by your mentors. By emulating the wisdom of these individuals, you benefit from their expertise and experiences, accelerating your Chinese language learning journey. This approach aligns with Marcus Aurelius' advice to learn from those who have achieved success in your desired area, helping you build the self-discipline required to master a challenging skill like language acquisition. 10. Honestly review your day. To achieve your goal of becoming more productive in your daily life, it's essential to reflect on your actions, identify areas for improvement, and maintain discipline. Honest daily reviews provide valuable insights into your habits and progress. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, these are the characteristics of the rational soul: self-awareness, self-examination, and self-determination. It reaps its own harvest. It succeeds in its own purpose. One of the best ways to become more disciplined is to scrutinize yourself and find your weak spots. Be brutally honest and use this time to connect with your subconscious. Practicing evening retrospections on a consistent basis will allow you to become more self-aware through every step of your day, because you will be actively gathering information to formulate and articulate constructive answers to these questions. You can follow those simple steps for an honest daily review. Set a specific goal. Begin by defining your productivity goal. For instance, let's say you aim to complete all your work tasks efficiently and have time for personal activity. Record your activities throughout the day. Maintain a journal or digital record of your activities. Include work-related tasks, breaks, personal activities, and any distraction. Analyze your actions. At the end of the day, review your recorded activities objectively. Take note of where your time went, how focused you were, and whether you stayed on track with your goal. For example, let's assume your goal is to improve productivity at work. In the morning, you dedicated 2 hours to your most important project without distractions. This aligns with your goal and deserves recognition. However, during the afternoon, you found yourself checking social media multiple times, leading to wasted time and reduced focus. You also noticed that you spent more time than necessary in meetings, some of which could have been shorter or handled through email. On a positive note, you successfully resisted the urge to indulge in unnecessary snacking, contributing to better health and focus. Based on your honest daily review, now you can make specific adjustments to enhance your productivity. Recognize the importance of focused work sessions and aim to replicate your successful morning routine. Implement strategies to minimize distractions, such as turning off social media notifications during work hours. Consider ways to streamline meetings or prioritize tasks to ensure you make the most of your time. Continue practicing self-discipline regarding snacking to maintain your focus and health. By consistently conducting honest daily reviews and making necessary adjustments, you build self-discipline and stay aligned with your productivity goals. This practice is akin to the Stoic philosophy of self-awareness and self-improvement advocated by Marcus Aurelius. To conclude, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius offers a profound blueprint for cultivating self-discipline in our life. By discovering our purpose, staying committed to our goals, and embracing voluntary hardship, we can build the mental fortitude necessary to overcome challenges and pursue our aspirations. Adopting the principles of self-control, delayed gratification, and resilience in the face of naysayers can further fortify our self-discipline. Through consistent effort, honest self-reflection, and the guidance of wise role models, we can follow in the footsteps of this Stoic philosopher, emperor and master, the art of self-discipline.